Stanford University.
Good morning, friends. Nice to be with you this morning, wherever you are. Of course, some of you, it won't be morning, it might be evening or middle of the afternoon, depending on which time zone you are calling in from. Yesterday on the workshop, we had people from States and Canada and Europe and Australia and places in between. So wherever you are calling from, good day to you. I am calling in from Sausalito, Northern California, unceded Miwok territory, coastal Miwok land. And my name is Mark Coleman. I am a meditation teacher, and I particularly specialize in guiding people into contemplative practice in the outdoors through what I call my Awake in the Wild work. So appreciating you taking the time this morning to drop into a meditative presence. And so I will guide us in a practice where, because the theme of my teaching this weekend for the summit has been around integrating nature and contemplative practice. So I will guide us in a very full, open sensory awareness practice. And probably most of you, like I am, indoors, either because it's dark or cold or wet, or you don't have an outdoor space that has Wi-Fi accessibility. Hopefully, as I do, I have an open window. You may hear the sound, like right now, of a passing car. Hopefully you'll more hear the sound of birds, the jays and crows and Buick's wren and other lovely songbirds. And so the idea is to inhabit our experience with an embodied attention. And I will walk you through different ways to attend to the senses. So both being mindful of our inner experience, as we often do in meditation, but also how our body and our senses are always attuning us to the world around us, to our environment, to the more than human world, to the sound of birds and breeze and rain and whatever else may be happening in your particular environment. So with that, let us sit together. So please find a posture that's comfortable, where you can sit upright, yet relaxed, and roll the shoulders. Sometimes we tend to hunch so much. And having the hands either placed on your legs or folded in your lap. And then inviting your body into stillness, not sitting rigidly still, but inviting a sense of inner quietude and stillness in the body. Stillness in the body tends to support stillness in the mind. And you may choose to either close your eyes to just become more aware of your inner landscape and experience, or have the eyes gently resting, lowered gaze. As we take our seat and turn the gaze inwards, you may notice how that lights up our inner experience. We suddenly become aware of the inner landscape of body. So taking some moments to feel the terrain of your body. In particular, feeling the way the body is touching the ground through your legs, feet, buttocks. Feeling that sense of being connected, intimately rooted to the earth through touch, through contact. Resting on the earth, feeling supported by the earth. Knowing yourself as of the earth, part of the earth's moving surface, in this moment sitting quietly and still. Sensing other facets of your physical experience, noticing your energy in this moment. However the energy is, knowing to bring some balance. If your energy is low and tired, to sit upright, to take some deeper breaths. Bring some vitality to the body. If the body's restless and jittery, to orient to a sense of stillness, feeling the calmness of the body or the connection of the stillness with the earth. Feeling the sense of release on the exhale. Wherever the sensations, tingling, vibration, pulsing, pressure. All the ways the body is contacting the environment through skin, through touch, sensing the air on the skin, warm or cool. Fullness of the body, receiving the sensations of body. Sitting with a receptive, curious attention. Perhaps sensing how your body is part of the landscape that you're in, particularly if you're outside. Part of the web of life in which we sit amidst. And as we attune to body, we naturally feel the movement, the wave-like motion of breath. Body breathing itself. Feeling that sense of being breathed. This beautiful rhythmic motion of inhale, of exhale, of pause. Notice the quality of your breath this morning, deep, shallow, tense or relaxed, long or short. allowing the breath to breathe itself. Receiving the sensations of breath. The initial movement of air, the nostrils, tingling, tickling, just tickling the back of the throat. Notice how each inhale moves the torso, expands, inflates the chest, raises the shoulders, inflates the diaphragm and belly. Quality of invigoration comes with the inhale. Release the exhale, outflow. Tuning to the immediacy of sensation, not the image or idea of breath, but actually how it feels moment to moment. Now, with each inhale, breathing in oxygen released from the nearby trees, grasses, plants, plankton, forests, connecting us with all photosynthesizing life. All partaking of this one breath, the same air. With each breath, with each out breath, we change the atmosphere as we release carbon into the air, reabsorbed by the same plant kingdom. And of course, we'll notice many other things, other phenomena, as we're grounding and arriving in the present, allowing the body and its sensations, the breath and its movements to be an anchor into the present. At the same time, connecting us to ourselves, but also the environment around us. including awareness of sounds. Sounds appear and disappear, can be known naturally, effortlessly in awareness. Sound arises, to think about it or to visualize it. Simply rest in the knowing and the sensing of that sound. Like all sounds, rise and pass. Aware of sound, aware of silence. We notice the preference for some sounds over others. And from the perspective of the practice, simply sounds being known, guiding us into the present, connecting us at times with the more than human world. Hearing and aware of hearing. Sensing, aware of sensing. Breathing, aware of breathing. So aware of the sense of smell as you inhale. Seeing the quality of fragrance of air, again, particularly if you're outside. Quality of moisture, dryness, fragrance, coolness or warmth of breath. Staying curious, tuned to the sensory flow of experience. And of course, the attention naturally gets pulled into thought, images, ideas, plans, memories. And itself, that recognition is a moment of mindful awareness. No need to judge. It's simply part of the practice, part of organic life, brains thinking themselves. That recognition, releasing the thought and returning, reestablishing awareness in the sensory field of your experience, sitting, sensing, breathing, smelling, hearing, touching. If your energy starts to drop or your mind begins to wander, recommitting, reestablishing awareness here, intimate, curious with each passing thing, sharpening attention to breath, to sounds, whatever it is you're resting the attention. So there's a freshness, brightness, rather than the dulling or zoning out, vividness. Where is the attention in this moment? If not here, where does it go? Where did the habits of mind lead you? Into the past, into the future, analyzing of the present. Abiding in awareness, present to phenomena being known, sounds appearing, disappearing, sensations ebbing and flowing, breath moving in and out. Times aware of the heart and how the heart emotional landscape feels and responds to what's arising. Movement of the heart, another natural expression of this organic landscape of who we are. Including awareness of what's being felt from time to time as moods, emotions appear like mist, or clouds, or storms. Simply naming, oh, peace feels like this, anxiety like this, joy like this, sadness like this. These last few minutes of this sitting, imagining awareness like the sky, vast, open, spacious, unobstructed, receptive, capable of receiving all weather, receiving all experience, sounds, sensations, feelings and thoughts, and smells, tastes, touch, sense perception. Simply being known, received in this vast sky-like nature of awareness, shining like the sun, illuminating experience naturally, effortlessly. No need to struggle or strain. Simply rest in this knowing quality of awareness, tune to your sensory experience. And as we bring this practice to a close, sensing your body and heart and mind, the influence of your practice, feeling the goodness of your practice, the goodness of your intention to be present, awake, embodied, and perhaps sensing one intention, one aspiration that can arise from your practice this morning, how you wish to move in the day, inspired by the simplicity of presence, stillness, awareness. And as I ring the bell, simply being aware of sound, as we bring our practice to a close. When you're ready, you can open the eyes. I invite you to look around outside if you can, out the window, or if you are outside, looking around at the landscape, particularly the natural world around you. And then being aware of seeing. Important how we transition from the interior focus to the exterior, and be aware of seeing, being aware of movement, of stretching, of drinking water, whatever the body needs. So maybe if you're inclined, if you wish to just write anything in the chat, if chat is open, I think it's open to just share, just notice just what you're noticing this morning as you practice. Or if there's a particular intention that's arisen from your practice that you wish to share, then feel free to do that. Brushing. Okay. And one of the things that can arise as we practice is a sense of gratitude, gratitude for each other, gratitude to have the time and space to meditate, gratitude for this day. Good way to start the week, coming together, meditating, presence. Appreciating the comments in the chat about the air is breathing me. That's lovely, Sarah. Alive in the senses, accepting things with kindness. Karen writes, I am part of this beautiful world and realize that I am therefore beautiful too. Yes, in fact, if I have time, I have 1 minute. I was going to share this poem from Mary Oliver. So inspired by your words, Karen, it's from Mary Oliver called Poem of the One World. And she writes, this morning, the beautiful white heron was floating along above the water and then into the sky of this, the one world we all belong to, where everything sooner or later is a part of everything else, which thought made me feel for a little while quite beautiful myself. If this world is beautiful and full of goodness, then of course we are of this world, this earth that also has beauty and goodness. So may we remember our beauty and goodness in every moment of our life. So I want to thank the Contemplation by Design organizers, Tia and Hunter, and all the staff working hard, putting on this beautiful conference summit. And may you enjoy the rest of the wonderful offerings in the summit, and hope to see you again on this mysterious path of life. So thank you, friends, and take good care.